you know, you know. If you know about the carpet.
180. 55. You better bring it. Mike 55.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, a give to Conner. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. 1st and goal from the 6. They'll run here with Conner. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
25-yard line.
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
At the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Haskins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
On 1st down, Gibson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Leads 2nd down and goal. Haskins to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Intended.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
3rd and goal, and he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
On the tackle.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
They go play action now. Haskins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
6-yard line.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Haskins. A quick throw, but incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Chris Wormley drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
For the Washington field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 23 yards, the final tally. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though
there he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Washington nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
It's second down.
On play action, Haskins. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And that takes us from second to third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Block 80! Watch the screen! Push him back.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins, flush to his right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Hands it off out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
At the 36-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he didn't make it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Ebron caught left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Like 80. Easy. Check safety.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on first and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be a gain of 16, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. From the 21, it's second and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Third down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Johnson on a return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
Take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go again. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The end result, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Washington.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To try again after the sack. Haskins, and he'll find Hall. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st down, Washington.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Number 89. Touchdown, Washington.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rudolph just does beat the play clock. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Back 55, back 55.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
James Conner.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From the gun, it's McDonald. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. To throw again, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
This is my mode, baby.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 81 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
For the extra point.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Rudolph looking to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes this Washington 21. Steelers 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of see.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be brought back to the 22. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
And a solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
27.
Letting one go deep for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something. To make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. McDonald eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to number
a 24-yard touchdown.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
17.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
Forced out to his left. He's going to launch. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
McDonald sets to throw.
Dancing to his left. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
On 1st and 10, McDonald flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
On the tackle. A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10,
boy, you ain't got no
5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Haskins. And his throw here is incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Tackles, tackles.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington,
their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Oregon.